All right, field trialers, doggers, here we go. A couple of stories for, hey, you old fossils, old field trialers, you can leave now. Well, that's all right if you want to stick around. But anyhow, here's a couple of stories for you. Learning curve, here we go. Running a dog at the National Field Trial Prairie Chicken Championship, and hot day, crossing the highway. Just before crossing the highway with my dog, there's a creek there that dug out water in the dogs and come up out of that water. And I was either braced with or John Mattice was scouting. Anyhow, I quick put my dog on a leash, and John saw me do that. He said, "Hey, you can't do that." And I said, "What do you mean I can't put my dog on a leash to cross the highway?" He said, "Well, did you ask the judges?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, they didn't make any announcement pre-trial, so," he said, "you can't do that." And I looked back, the judges were back there a little bit, and I thought, well, I quick take it off the leash. And I'd say John probably saved me from being disqualified that day, no doubt. So what am I trying to say here? Well, not too long after that, Tommy Derrick came up to me and he said, "Hey, have you ever read the guide to field trialing? Guidebook?" "No," I said, "never have." He said, "Well, I have one here for you." He pulled this out of his back pocket. There's a lot of stories guys and gals could tell about mistakes they've made field trialing that have either taken them out of the field trial or really having to give up championships, and I've witnessed it. It's not a fun place to be for the judges, for the handler, for American Field, for yeah, so you don't want to go there. If you don't have one of these books, I highly recommend that you get one and that you read it. Read the book, read the book, read the book. It's well written, and the people who wrote it for us, super, phenomenal writings. Okay, moving on. All right, talking about crossing creeks. I love this story. A couple of guys are running in a callback situation at a championship, and these guys are hard at it. They've been going for a long time, and the judges are trying to separate these two dogs. Which one is champion and which one's going to be runner-up? And they're going. Well, they come up to a creek. It's ice cold creek, and dogs are really wore down. So one of them plunges on through, and it was a little bit of a swim. Maybe it was just cold water. The other handler chose to ask the judge if he could pick up his dog and carry it across on his horse. And the judge agreed that he could do that. Well, they went on, and it wasn't very long after that that the dog that plunged in and crossed the creek and got all wet, right? Probably got cold and chilled, shut down. Well, that's what you won't find in this guideline book. You only find this through experience, sitting around campfires and talking. And I'll tell you what, you can't forget these kind of stories because they're just so rich with the knowledge of what it takes to win. Here's two guys that put everything into getting their dogs prepped, and one mistake cost the other and forfeited. All right, doggers, that's it. If you have not received one of these guideline books, have not read one, I recommend that you get one at the Amateur Field Trial Club of America. I'm going to leave the link down below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications, hit the like button. Don't forget to share. Have a great evening. Thanks.